With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Black Knights of Mexico City taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Watson's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A give running right is Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Watson trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Bo Melton. number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Justin Hopkins on 48.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL at stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he is going to lose yardage here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This time, Jackson will throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Miles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Tucker's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And it's 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Ravens 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw is Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 56 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Watson off play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, 4 points.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now it's 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He'll get this to about the 38. The Ravens at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game, and those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on 2nd is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That is caught. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Devin Duvernay. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Black Knights.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Watson now going to run the option right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just...
Back now in Baltimore, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Handoff comes to Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And Dafe always showing up the pass rush skills.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. Hey, move!
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Real quick.
They go play action now. Jackson. He completes it to Becker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You. Hey, middle. Hey.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll find Dobbins runs out of the backfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Arthur-Davis. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Arthur-Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And Jackson going to hold on to it. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Come coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Able to find Melton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Watson. Another catch for Melton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I know this is the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.